correct answer.
Love that.
Correct answer,
Politically
Patrick.
correct.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask you, Joe, you're up first.
He's media trained.
Yes.
Are the Chiefs a dynasty?
1,000%. And I think that it's just the beginning, like he said, but I love the way that he's so humble about it. I think he wants to be the greatest of all times.
Yeah.
I think he has 2 Super Bowls in his first 5. He's trying to get 8. You know, Tom Brady has 7. And I think he knows that if he can play another 15 years, he has a chance to win another 6 Super Bowls, honestly. The biggest thing with them is keeping Andy Reid, keeping Travis Kelce, and keeping him together. As long as they stay healthy, and because they look like they're having a great time playing together. They're having fun. It's like it's the new Patriots version. Like, I think if you have the head coach, the quarterback with the tight end, like a Gronk, like a Tom Brady, like a Bill Belichick, that's what it looks like there, but they look like they're having so much more fun that I think it's just the beginning.
I totally agree with Joe. That's why he's my guy. So when I look at the dynasty, first of all, I agree with you. They are a dynasty. They've been to 5 straight AFC championship games, right? They've been to 3 Super Bowls, won 2 of them. When you think about a dynasty, you think about the coach. Andy Reid checks that box. You think about a quarterback. He checked that box. You think about the other All-Stars, right? You got the tight end, Travis Kelce. That checks that box. Every year, we look at them to win a championship, or at least they're going to be favorite to, right? When I look at the Chiefs now, they remind me so much of the Patriots. That's when you said that. I'm like, yo, that makes sense. Because I've been thinking that. Have I ever seen a team like the Chiefs in my era of playing football? I'm not talking about way back then. I'm talking about in my era of playing. And the closest thing is the Patriots. They got a coach. They got the quarterback. They got wins. Every year, we always thought that they'd probably be in a championship game or be in the AFC championship. And they did. So when it comes to me, Pat is humble. He's not going to say it. That's my boy. I know him very, very well. I'm going to say it. They a dynasty.
Now
and they counting on more championships on the way. But Philadelphia going to get one of those in the middle.
Yeah. Joe, you weren't here a few months back. We have arguments in the hallways downstairs. So the show continues in the break and downstairs.
That's the real show.
Shady and I have argued intensely about this.
Yes, we do.
This is why I push back. They are on the precipice of a dynasty. They are the closest thing, for sure, in the NFL we have to a dynasty. They're a budding dynasty, which is why Patrick Mahomes said the right thing. It's 3.
Yeah.
Because if they never won a Super Bowl again, if they never went back to another Super Bowl, and as you know, nothing in sports is guaranteed. We think they will. We believe they will. But if they didn't, would you still call this run a dynasty?
You know why I'll say yes? Because what's the chance of you saying the same type of run they have again? 20 years, 10 years?
But we don't talk about AFC championships as Super Bowls because they're not Super Bowls.
Listen.
9 coaches have won 2 Super Bowls. Only 4 have won 3 or more Super Bowls. That's a big chunk of difference. TJ, what do you think? Are they already a dynasty?
No, they're not. And he said it himself. We must win 3. You're not gonna win 3. You're not gonna win 3.
You don't think the Chiefs are gonna win 3?
Bagel. He ain't gonna say that.
That's where we differ. I do think they will be one.
It's so much competition in just the AFC alone.
They've been there.
You got to go through a gauntlet of teams like the Bengals, like the Chargers. You just look, the Jets this year is going to give them competition. If Tua can stay healthy, I like the Dolphins.
Some teams.
I don't believe what Tom Brady and the Patriots did. I'm not sure we'll ever see that again. I don't think we'll ever see a team do what Tom Brady did with the Patriots. We didn't see guys in New England doing what Chris Jones is doing now. Their best defensive players wasn't holding out in training camp. Chris Jones he ain't playing. They ain't doing nothing. And so we wasn't seeing that in New England because guys were willing to take less to play with Brady. Man, guys ain't doing that. Chris Jones, like, give me my $30 million. Give me my $30 million, I'm going to play. If you're not going to give me that, then so right there, we already got a problem just this season right now. We talked about Saquon and he's unhappy. Man, Chris Jones getting fined $50,000 a day. He real pissed off. He willing to forfeit $50,000 a day. You know how mad he is?
Andy Reid.
They're going to watch that. They're going to watch that. Before the season starts, that's going to be washed.
And you know these fines? You're not able to waive. When we was playing, you could waive the fines. You got to pay these fines now.
Find a way.
I don't believe they are a dynasty. I don't believe they're going to reach a dynasty because there's just too many teams and good teams that they got to play to get. They're not beating the Bengals this year. They not gonna beat the Bengals this year.
I hear you. I hear the passion.
That's how I feel.
I hear you.
From Cincinnati.
I'm
with your
slightly
chest.
biased, but
Bias.
my bias comes with good reason also now. It ain't like the Bengals can't play.
Do you think,
Bengals are nice.
Joe, do you think that they're capable? I do agree that what happened with Tom Brady over 2 decades
Never see it again.
It's going to be very difficult to repeat. It's just a new
Never
era. You never know, but I think that'll be very difficult, that type of domination. But do you hear what we're saying about 3?
I hear what you're saying about 3, but I think he might get 3 next season. Like, I literally don't. I love the Chiefs. I think they have one of the best teams in the league still, coming back with the coach, with Pat, with Travis, and they can do it.
Outside of Travis Kelce, who they gonna get the ball?
It don't matter, though.
No, I'm asking you.
But no.
I'm asking you.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Last year, what did I say when they got rid of Tyreek Hill? Ain't no way they're gonna win now.
Oh, and this
I played over there. I know. I played in that offense. I know what Andy wants to do. He wants to throw that ball deep. Ain't no way they're gonna win without
And this is
Tyreek
the
Hill.
thing, too. When they have a quarterback like Pat, he took a 10-year, $500 million. He's willing to
guess what,
move
though?
and shake and
Come on.
move his deal around. So
They gonna win without whoever's out
They
there.
gonna have to renegotiate that here soon.
Oh, for,
Yeah,
for
yeah, of
sure.
course.
For sure.
And he want to win, so he gonna make it. He gonna make it
He's
work.
gonna make it happen. Pat's geek. He's
You
good.
can-
That dude owns parts of teams out there. He's not
Listen,
tripping. Money's
right, he
coming
ain't
all
tripping.
over the place. He's not tripping.
Pat
trying to win.
Mahomes can play. But there's other quarterbacks in the league that can lead their team
But you know,
the same way.
this is the difference, though. The difference is, we got. There
There we go. There we go, Shay. You feel it. You start talking passionate about it, you feel
won
it.
a Super Bowl there.
Oh, yeah, I can say, we. I said it. Anyway, I think the difference is that they have Andy Reid.
Andy Reid's a hell of a coach.
Andy Reid's the best coach in the NFL, hands down. So when you have a coach like that, Patrick Mahomes will always get better because you have a guy like Andy Reid. The offense, they don't need Tyreek Hills because Andy Reid is going to dice it up where in the Super Bowl game, you're going to have guys scoring
This is my
wide open touchdowns because of Andy Reid.
This is my
Come
problem.
on now.
If you're not going to have Tyreek Hill, you need that defense to play the way they've been playing. Last year, that defense carried them through stretches. Carried them. It wasn't offense. The defense carried them. If Chris Jones...
I want to say carrying.
Man, y'all better go back and watch these games.
I watch the games and the numbers. I know it.
When they holding the Bengals to 20 points, that's the defense. If Chris Jones is not in the middle of that defense, it's over.
Chris is great.
It's over.
Now, Chris is great.
It's over.
He's going to be there. He's going to be there, though.
He's gonna be there.
When you start winning, guys want to get paid. Period. When you start winning, guys want to get paid.
Sure, yes, that is a part of maintaining a dynasty. But when you have Andy Reid in place, when you have Patrick Mahomes in place, and when you have Travis Kelce in place, they're always going to have a chance, particularly in a league that is, skewed towards the offense. I hear you that the defense has played a massive role, and it's important, and I'm a defense girl.
Early
I feel
on,
you.
it was the offense.
I feel you.
Early on, it was all. Once Tyreek Hill left, I was like you,
It's a team, though. So the defense, they play their part. Chris Jones is a big piece of that.
1,000%.
But I think that Chris will definitely come back to the Chiefs.
They better
I think
give
they'll
him that
find
30
Brett
million.
Veach is their GM. He's one of the best GMs in the game. I'm sure they'll find a way. They're not gonna do that the New York Giants thing. They're gonna get a deal done.
Right.
I guess I just the reason I hesitate to jump past and give them the pass on my 3 Super Bowl general rule of dynasties is if they didn't win again, which TJ is arguing there's a lot of competition in the AFC. The Eagles are in a great position
we there.
moving forward.
You know we there, yeah.
So that it's not like there's not other teams trying to prevent them from winning the Super Bowl, but you have a chance every single year. To me, a dynasty is I think of a decade and I think of one team. I think of the Steelers in the 70s. I think of the Niners in the 80s. I think of the Cowboys in the 90s. And the 2000s were the Patriots. So if they didn't win again, and didn't win another Super Bowl for the rest of this decade, would we still call them a dynasty? Now, again, I think that they will. So all of this is sort of mute to me. But we don't have guarantees.
No, I feel it. And I'm with you 1,000% because it's half of a decade and it's 5 years with 2 Super Bowls. So I can see exactly why you're saying no, because if he stopped today, it's 2 Super Bowls in 5 years.
Right.
But it's like, I just looking at the situation, I'm like, it's another 5 years. Can you get another one? I'm thinking they're going to get another 2 for sure in the next 5. So, I mean, just with the way I'm looking at it and like,
And then my thing is, if you had to pick a team, see, that's another thing I'd be looking at. If you had to pick a team for who we think that in the next 2-3 years they're going to get championship or championships.
Yeah,
He's
but
thinking Cincinnati.
And I'm an Eagle,
He's Cincinnati.
right? But hold up, but you going to say, we all going to say, probably the Chiefs, right?
Yes.
Or am I tripping here?
no,
I
would
might
the
say
Chiefs.
probably the Bengals. I just really. And look, no. I would say the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say the Eagles.
It's in them.
I would say the Chargers. Like
Chargers.
The Chargers.
They beat them every year, and they beat them all the time. And
the Chargers with Kellen Moore will be markedly better than they've ever been on offense. Trust me.
But TJ, we're talking about things that have happened though. Like the Chargers haven't won a playoff.
I mean,
game
for the Chiefs, you got to start somewhere.
30 points.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but can we see it first?
You can't see that.
Like I've seen the Chiefs go to AFC Championship games, Super Bowls, win Super Bowls.
Yeah, and they had to start somewhere.
Speak up.
You got to start somewhere. To continue to win at that level is so hard when you lose key players or when key players are unhappy and want new. It's hard. And you can manage egos because your best player doesn't have an ego.
But that's what worked. That's what benefited the Patriots.
Right.
But we didn't see.
Take friendly conscience as a quarterback.
If
this dude is
Mahomes is their
27.
best player.
He's 27 years. He's 26,
Mahomes
27
is
years
their
old.
best player.
He's a baby still.
Chris Jones is their second best player. He's so unhappy. That's gonna be a problem.
But what if he gets happy? Like, what if he ends up back there again?
Chris Jones is going to get his bag, and he's going to be happy.
When you want the
has
type of money that Chris Jones wants, that ain't Brett Veach. That's ownership. That's above his pay scale right there.
So wait, hold up. He's not gonna play this year. You saying?
No, I believe he'll.
All right. Well,
Nobody's going.
I'm just asking, was he not gonna play this year? He just don't sit out.
We just talked about this earlier. You don't pay him that money. This is last year of his deal. He gonna be angry. He gonna play. But
I'll say this.
he ain't gonna play how he normally
I
play.
think that his value for that team is super high. Chris Jones, even when I was there, he's a big part of that success with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not. I don't want to say that part, but on defense, they're not nowhere near the same. Nah. Chris Jones. I'll say this about Andy Reid though. Somehow, some way, he gonna find a way to get some wins. They got rid of Tyreek Hill. I thought it was crazy. Let me just take you for a second, real quick. Take you back to the locker room with Andy Reid and the Chiefs and Tyreek Hill. When I would be there in practice, when they were drawing the plays up, I'm like, dang, they trying so hard to get this dude the ball. Everybody knows he's a speed guy. Everybody's getting back deep. But with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, they find a way to get it done. So when he left, I'm like, dang, that's a big part of the offense because even if he's not getting the ball, he's still a decoy, right? The people's always worried about him.
Where's Tyreek?
So when you get rid of him, it's like, oh, now we'll have to play back. And I watched him this year. The teams wasn't playing like super back. They were just playing regular defense. There's no way they can win like that. Andy Reid found a way to win. So I get it.
Games did get tougher. They got tougher.
Whatever though.
They got tougher.
A win's a win. 30 points or 1 point. And I learned, watch. I'm like, yo, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, these dudes are that great. They can win with just anybody. They had Juju Schuster as the #1 receiver.
Hey, Joe Burrow, don't let me down, bro.
Come on, baby.
I need you to come through for your boy.
Saquon Barkley is back with the Giants. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.